A deadly ISIS attack in Syria on Wednesday that killed 4 members of the U.S. military showed that the militant group remains active. It undermined President Donald Trump's claim that ISIS has been defeated, which he used to justify his decision to withdraw the approximately 2,000 U.S. forces in Syria. South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, a close ally of the president, said the proposed Syria withdrawal has emboldened America's enemies.
My concern by the statements made by President Trump is that you would set in motion enthusiasm by the enemy we're fighting.
The threat that ISIS will regroup the planned terror attacks against the U.S. and Europe remains a vital security concern. But the limited U.S. commitment in Syria is seen as insufficient to completely root out remaining insurgents hiding within the civilian population.
A new Syria is required if you really want to get rid of ISIS, and that is well beyond our capacity to achieve.
President Trump's supporters argue that U.S. adversaries, Syria, Russia, Iran, as well as American ally Turkey, will continue military efforts to target ISIS militants. But a U.S. pullout would also likely cede territory to Iranian allied forces to launch attacks against Israel, creating the potential for a wider military conflict.
Maybe this is the strategy, in other words, that let other people do the fighting, and then, either they'll want us back to calm things down, or they won't, and they can just fight amongst themselves.
Opponents say U.S. credibility in the world will suffer for abandoning moderate Syrian allies opposed to the authoritarian rule of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, and exposing Kurdish forces to potential conflict with Turkey that opposes an independent homeland for the American allied ethnic group. Brian Padden, VOA News, Washington.